when people ask me about veterans, and I'd say, yeah, we all get together and tell war stories. I can remember the one time we were together, and one of the guys said, Woody, you were really lucky. You served in World War II, you served in Korea and in Vietnam, and you never got a scratch. This is a little ditty I got for squelching a oxygen explosion in an aircraft hangar. We obviously heard this loud explosion and a big ball of fire. I said to myself when I saw what happened and that it was still burning, I said, I know I can shut that thing off if I can get to it. As I was running across the hangar floor, the other guys were running out and they said, come on, Woody, get out of here. That thing's gonna blow again. I ran out there and extinguished the fire. And so Commandant of the Marine Corps thought that was a pretty cool thing to do. And they awarded me the Navy Marine Corps Medal, which is the highest medal you can get in peacetime. That's Captain Justin Peterson. He was my grandson, and when he was growing up, he followed his grandpa everywhere he went.
Justin, from the time he was very small, wanted to be a Marine. And his personality and his physical abilities were very well suited to that. He was daring and bold, never afraid to try anything, always pushing the envelope. So again, it was kind of a unique connection shared by only the two of them. And so that was a very, very special thing to my dad.
He was full of life. He always wanted to emulate his grandfather, and I believe with all my heart that he was a natural born leader. He told me he wanted to join the Marine Corps, and I said, yeah, I think you would make a good Marine. He made the rank of captain, and he was going overseas to Iraq, and he was assigned to a tank battalion in Iraq.
These Marines will be serving this nation for almost a year, and today they said goodbye to their loved ones.
Get on the buses!
I do know that we had multiple conversations about how difficult this would be. And one thing he said to me one time that really, really stood out, and I always have felt like this kind of epitomized who he was. He said, if I'm not willing to go where I'm needed to go to protect my country and my beliefs and my family, why would I expect anyone else to do it?
We're learning as we come on the air that an American service member was killed in Iraq.
He was thrown loose from the vehicle, and it ripped open his femur in his leg, and they couldn't stop the bleeding. So he bled to death on a dirt road in Iraq.
He died doing what he loved. He died doing what he felt was his calling. And he died doing and being the person he was committed to being. But one of the things that I know held Justin's love for the Marine Corps was the brotherhood. And I had an opportunity shortly after he died to talk with the commander of his group. And he told me details of what happened and how it happened. But the story he told me just gave me chills when he described how they got Justin on to a stretcher. And the vehicles were inoperable. They had a few miles back to where they could get help. And those guys ran, carrying that stretcher with someone else on top, doing CPR the whole way. And I can just hear them shouting at him to stay with them. And in hindsight, I know that they all knew he was already gone, but they were going to make sure they had done their best.
For me, to walk in and see those photographs on the wall, I kind of say to myself, there you go, Marine.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's very significant where other veterans especially and other customers can see how the military continues to serve them, and I consider it a personal honor and also a honor for him.
To have their photos next to each other here on the wall, it solidifies that connection, that there's so much there that probably no one else but Justin and my dad understood. But it also gives me a lot of reason for pride, because I've always been proud of my dad, not just for his Marine Corps service, but for who he was, the man that he is, and his attitude and relationships with people. And to think that Justin inherited a lot of that and then used it in the very same way that his grandfather did, and to see them end up together like that, again, is one of those blessings, and is one of those things that kind of makes my heart smile when I think about it. That's one of those things that makes it easier.
For Justin's picture to be next to mine, I'm so proud.